Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over some of your 3 most common archery mistakes when shooting a bow. And first one we're going to go over is your anchor point, because that really matters. Second one we're going to go over is like target panic and just being like calm and steady throughout your shot, not rushing or pressuring yourself. And then our third and final one we're going to go over is where you grip the bow, because that matters a lot. But first we're going to shoot this target. We're only about 10 yards away, and we're just going to dive into it and start talking about your anchor points. So your anchor point doesn't necessarily specifically matter exactly where it is at on your face or how you do it. The most important thing you remember is when you're shooting your bow is that you start to gain some consistency in what you're doing. So like I said, it doesn't necessarily matter exactly where it's at, but it matters where it's at every time. So if you're going to do it a certain way, it's important you stick to that way and you just do it every time. So I'm just going to kind of go through this and show y'all. So we're just going to draw back, and I just like to barely have the string touching the very tip of my nose and just slowly pull through. Just like that. So like I said, I'm not a professional, so you know, I don't know if that's necessarily like correct, but I just know that the important thing is that I do it every single time, and that's the way I've shot a bow for the past 10-15 years now, and it works for me. I've won a lot of shoots and killed a bunch of deer with a bow. So like I said, we'll shoot another arrow and show you all, but it's important that you just maintain that same anchor point throughout every single shot. So as you guys could see there, we shot a few arrows, just kind of really giving you an example of what a consistent anchor point looks like. And you could probably see in some of it, like the string is kind of coming off and on, but I wouldn't fire, like I wouldn't get really relaxed until it was on my good anchor point, just barely touching the just very end of your nose. And you don't want it, the string, you don't want it aggressively digging in your cheek, but you just want to be nice and relaxed, and that's why we shot a few arrows for you there. But the next thing we're going to go over is target panic, and just keeping your calm and your cool and just staying collected, not panicking and rushing through any shots. One of the most common mistakes you'll see in target panic is punching it and just panicking, and you can do that with a trigger, you can do it with a hinge like what I have. And what you see a lot of hunters do, because I would say most bow hunters, like bow hunters only, shoot triggers with like the wrist strap around, and they just get right on it. And you can see in like videos of them, they just have their finger out here and they get on a good like vital shot on the deer, and then they just smack it as hard as they can. But you don't want to do that, and why that is because that creates the opposite of having consistency. And you know, when you do that, you're like punching it, you bring your whole bow down, which, you know, majorly can affect the flight of your arrow. So we're just going to talk about why obviously you don't want that. And the main thing that's helped with me is, you guys can see I'm shooting a hinge, and I have for like, oh, I don't know, maybe 8 years now, and I don't even go to any shoots anymore. So the main thing why I like the hinge is because it's taught me some sort of discipline of, you have to, you know, maintain your cool so you don't punch it, because it can be pretty bad if you do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one shot of what it looks like nice and relaxed and just following through, and then I'm going to jerk it, punch it for you guys to show you the exact opposite of what not to do. So that's what it kind of looked like, a few shots of just keeping your calm, following through, not rushing anything, and just letting it surprise you. And we're going to go ahead and show you what not to do, and that is just forcing it and just cutting the process in half by punching it yourself. So once again, this is what you do not want to do. So just take a good look at this so you know not ever to do it. Ready? So as you guys just watched, we showed you exactly what not to do with the hinge, and that's just pull through it and punch it. I almost missed the complete target, and I was drawn back for like half a second. So now we're gonna switch to Dash's thumb button here. And a lot of people hunt with these two. And like I said, it doesn't matter what you're hunting with. You can have a hinge, a button, or the wrist strap with the trigger. Punching it still is bad no matter what you're using. So like I said, I'm going to show you guys what not to do with the thumb button now. And you just clip this on here, and what you're supposed to do is it's kind of like a hinge. You just pull and pull and pull and apply pressure until it goes off and surprises you. But some people just pull back and just punch it hard, just smash it down with their thumb. So I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like real quick and what not to do. Like, I almost missed the whole target again. So once again, do not punch it, jerk it, force it in any manner. That's no matter whether you're using a hinge, a button, or a trigger. So, and even if it doesn't matter if you're hunting or shooting, targets or just having fun. It's always good to just build some consistency, no matter what you're doing, and to just get it down in your brain, to just let it surprise you, just to draw back. And you want to be shocked when it goes off. You don't want to force it or know when it's going to go off. So like I said, we showed you all how to do it properly, and we showed you all how to do it improperly there. So hopefully that teaches a lot of people of just to keep your calm and to don't force it. So our third and final thing that we're going to go over today is your grip placement on your bow. A lot of people do, and I partially kind of struggle with myself sometimes, is it's not like a bicycle grip. You don't like hold it all the way like this. You don't want to do that because it'll torque your bow and can make your arrow do funny things when it's shot. No matter what you're doing, you just want to stay consistent in it. So what you're supposed to do is follow these lines right here that are down this meaty part of your thumb, and just barely put it in there, kind of like that. And just stay consistent with that, and it'll make your arrow obviously a lot better. It won't cause any torque throughout your shot. So we're gonna shoot a couple times and kind of show you all the proper placement on the handle of the bow. So I'm gonna kind of show you guys like what I like to do. First, obviously I go through this little strap, and I just have that there so I don't drop my bow. And I just go through here, and I get that meaty part of my thumb and put it right around the top here. And you're not really gripping anything, you're just pushing the bow from you. So you're not necessarily like gripping it like I said, like a bicycle or anything. So you just get that meaty part of your thumb and you push right here, and I like to just kind of just slightly wrap around a couple of my fingers at the top just for consistency, so the bow won't get any torque in it. And then like I said, I just kind of push and pull and draw back. And like I said, you can see in my hand, I'm not gripping it necessarily. I'm just kind of holding it. So as you guys watched there, we shot a few times showing you the proper placement. And for this one, I'm gonna show you what not to do. So I guess we're just gonna like death grip it right now. And once again, you don't wanna do this, but I am gonna show you just for example. So probably just gonna shoot this once because it feels so wrong. I can already feel I'm not holding it in the same spot at all. Nothing's in the proper spot. And I didn't hit. I hit 6 inches to the left of where I have been aiming every time. So like I said there, very important, you don't do that. And like I said, you don't have to necessarily like have it perfect spot every time. You just don't want to death grip it or grip it like that. So no matter what you're doing, it's important you find consistency in it and just stick to it. Obviously the right way is better. You don't want to grip it, you just want to push and pull away from you and just kind of keep it like that, and it'll give you a consistent shot. So hopefully this video can get out to some of you guys that have maybe been struggling with some of these things like I was when I was younger. And even though it was only 3 pretty common mistakes, hopefully you guys can really resonate with it, and maybe it'll teach some of you guys. So if you enjoyed the video and learned anything from it, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.